2 minutes after 12 o'clock, as we told you guys that this is going to be the final music show for the season before we head into the 3 weeks, and we had to have a special guest join us via telephone. We didn't want to tell you who it is. So reveal yourself, special guest.
Shalom Aleichem Alachei Asharei. How are you, Yossi Zweig?
Baruch Hashem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good friend, singer, songwriter. He's been singing for 40 plus years, the one and only Avraham Fried.
Yossi. By the way, before I came on, you played Mordechai from the English collection. Was that a hint? Was that a hint to me I should do an English collection?
You know, we've had this discussion several times over the years.
Oh, we did?
And I remember when I was in yeshiva in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and Sameach released an English collection of your songs, but it wasn't quite like Matcha's, because Matcha redid a lot of the arrangements. You know, there was a big discussion. I don't know if you remember, Avremel, when Matcha's came out about the Happy Days. They kind of gave it a new arrangement, a very different vibe to it. Anyway, so
okay, I got the hint.
You got the hint. Well, from what I remember, Avremel Fried is always working on several albums at once.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Last time we discussed you said that you're working on a Yiddish album from Yom Tov Erlich, and you're working on a regular album, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Yochi Briskman drops Project Relax 2 Avraham Fried.
Hey, I got to keep busy in the meantime, you know.
Avada.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. The regular album, the regular Hasidic album, you know, like Chazak and Benkach or Benkach, it's coming along very nicely. Baruch Hashem, I'm happy to say. And stay tuned.
Well, that we're definitely doing. But the one thing that you've been very good about in the last few years is you know, you release singles, whether they're Avraham Fried singles, whether they're a duet with Ari Hill or a duet with Amram Adar, duet with Eli Marcus, which of course you did for United Hatzalah, duet with Naftali Kemp, you did a song Ashreichem, and I got to tell you, the song you did Matanot Ktanot with Rami Kleinstein is always one of my favorites. And then you have the summer stuff, you know, summer you've done with Shuli Rand and some other unique individuals.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. From time to time, Hashem sends me a good shliach, like, you know, Abba and Ototo, some great songs. He didn't mention Levakesh Rachmi that came out, I'm not sure, a year ago.
Right. I didn't want to go through every single song.
Yeah, that wasn't a duet. That was a single.
Yeah, there was a single. Ototo was also a single from you off your upcoming.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. So actually, now have a dilemma. Mm-hmm. Should I put these singles on the new album, or people already know it? Like I don't know what to do with these singles.
It's a good question.
Because they really have no home.
And by the way, we have to mention Vayosha Live, right? Vayosha that you and Yossi released.
Vayosha Live, yes.
You released over COVID, and now you went and you did it live at a show, and you released the video right before Pesach time.
Yes. That'll be on the new CD because Yossi Green is part of that duet. Mm-hmm. So I want Yossi to be on there, so we'll put that on. Also, I just did a new song from the upcoming CD at the latest Krichat HaSultan concert about a few weeks ago, called Eretz Yisrael Govoya Mikol HaRotzois.
There actually is a lot of hawk. There was that video went up on YouTube. Somebody at the show posted it, and everyone was like, is this a new song? Was this just for the concert? So you're confirming, Avremel, this is going to be a new song on the new album.
This will be on the new album, Em Yetzah Hashem.
Wow. Okay, so Project Relax. I mean, you've been featured on many songs from many organizations. Like we know RCCS, you're featured on the Miracles song. And you did even for, I think, Hazinu back in the day. You were one of several artists featured on a song. It was you, A.B. Rottenberg, and Dov Levine. That was called Hazinu. You know, you've been a part of many productions, but you've never really joined a series, so to speak. So this Project Relax thing is new for you. We didn't know after one if there would be a second one.
Yes, that is true. Actually, the first one was also a nice surprise when Yochi Briskman turned to me to do it. I think it was during COVID. I remember going to the studio with my mask, singing with a mask, pretty much. Right, it was weird. But I tell you what, I fell in love with this project because I didn't know any of these songs.
Mamish.
And there are a lot of Mamish, and there are a lot of Geschmack songs, some nice Yiddish songs, and a lot of Hartzike stuff. On this last one, Yoshi gave me one song to pick. He says, "You choose one song, I'll pick the rest." He says, pick a London school oldie. So I picked Be'ein Meilitz Yosher. That was the only song that I picked on this new project, Relax. The rest, Yochi puts it together, the arrangements, the choir, the songs. I come to the studio, and I just got to do my parts, fill in the blanks, and it's like ready to go.
Wow.
He brings me a Shulchan Aruch. Yeah.
Well, I
ready to go.
I have to assume, Avremel, this last album, you knew a few. I mean, I see there's Sibata Sibot from Yisharibo.
Well, okay, I knew Aruka. I knew that one.
There's Shvurei Lei from Hanan Ben Ari. I'm assuming you heard that song better. Yehuda Green, the Rebbe is due. Benny Friedman, a Yid. I'm sure you know Benny Friedman's a Yid, right?
Right. Those songs were done in Yiddish, so that was the Chiddush there. Obviously, I knew those songs, yes. But like Leis Asar Poni Minei and that Shabbos song, and I mean, 99. I did not know the songs. I did not know the Kretschmer song. A lot of good stuff, a lot of geschmack stuff, and the reaction has been very, very heartwarming. Baruch Hashem.
Now, is this series supposed to be titled, meaning this is more of a Hasidic series than anything else you've done, so to speak?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. So you had your Baal Shem Tov albums, which were I would classify as Hasidic music, and then you had the Yiddish Gems albums. But this is like its own kind of genre for you. This is
with the Polish Havuda, so that makes it different for me. And it's just I just love some of the material. It's really, really geschmack stuff, and I didn't know a lot of the stuff before. When Yochi sent me the stuff, how he does it is he has a singer. I don't know who it is even. He has a guy he's the guide. He sings me the songs. He doesn't send me the originals of the performers who did it originally. He has a singer do it for me as a guide track, and I learn the songs from him.
I'm assuming he doesn't want you to listen to the original track because he doesn't want you to mimic the original vocals. He wants your expression, your interpretation of the song.
Right, so that's what I was going to say. I would imagine that's his machshava.
And I guess it works out very well because we don't hear some of the nuances that we would associate with them necessarily. Nice.
Yeah, I try to give it my own stamp and my own feel. And like I said, the reaction is very, very heartwarming. People appreciate, they just listen and relax and enjoy. And the melody, one melody flows into the next. Laufler did an amazing job arranging the stuff, and the choir is great. And that Ingela Kletzkin, boy, that Ingela sings beautifully.
Yeah, I was looking for a track to play after our interview, and like 3 or 4 songs start with this child soloist, and I'm like, the kid is like amazing, But I wanted Avremel to sing after the interview. I want to put on Avremel right away, but like the kid's voice is amazing.
Yes.
Did Moshe and Benny Laufler arrange first one? Because I couldn't find the graphics for that.
Yes, they did.
They did. Wow.
Yes, they did. Yep, they did the first one as well.
This is like
basically a repeat.
That's new for you, Avremel. I mean, you've worked with Moshe in the past, but he's not one of your, I would say, go-to arrangers in the last few years. You do use him occasionally, but usually. So,
like I said, Yossi, this is Yochi's project. Right. So I really have no say in who's arranging, who's the choir, picking the songs. This is Yochi's baby, and he, like I said, he brings me a 99% final product. All I got to do is fill in my parts. So he decides arranger, he decides which songs, he decides the keys. It's basically it's Yochi all the way from beginning to end.
That's amazing. Avraham Fried with us via telephone. We're discussing the brand new Project Relax presented by Yochi Briskman. So Avraham, 25 new songs on this album. You said most of them you don't know, some of them you do know. Are there any songs that you heard here that you now, incorporate into your Shabbos or into your, you're singing at a Simcha or at a Kumsitz now? Any of these that you, adopted after hearing them and learning them for the album?
Good question. So from the first project, Relax, I very, very, very often sing Reb Shaya ben Reb Moshe, and I very often sing Kari Bainu Lambi. I love that song. And I very frequently sing It's great stuff.
Right.
Great stuff. And from the new one, slowly, I'm giving it a little more time to be out there. And there's a lot of good stuff. I love Les Asar Poni Minei, like I said, and I love this Kretschmer song. Yes, absolutely. I can put these songs into a Kumsitz repertoire.
I was actually at an event Monday night, just 2 nights ago. It was a local restaurant here, had a music night, and they brought down Dovi Meisels. And he's singing, and he goes, "Any requests?" I say, "Kretschmer."
Nice.
And he starts, and it's like a mixed crowd. Some yeshivish, some a little bit more modern. Every person there was singing this song. They all knew the lyrics. Now, you say you're getting a lot of positive feedback. Do you ever get feedback from people that don't necessarily speak Yiddish that would still enjoy the album, even though they have no idea what the words are?
Absolutely. I think we like certain songs that we don't know what the words mean. Certain, I don't know, an opera or something, or we enjoy it even though we don't know what the words are saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think the song, the melody, I think Yiddish today has become very popular. People are just, whether they understand what you're saying or not, Yiddish has become very, very popular. I think in the last couple of years, everyone's singing Yiddish. It's like it's amazing.
I'm looking through the song list here, and you're saying Yochi puts this together. It's pretty amazing because you have here a Yaakov Shwaki song, and then you have a Hanan Ben Ari song, and then you have Yehuda Green, and then you have Yanki Daskal. So it's mamish mixing up singers from all genres, and then you have Naftali Kemp, who's of course a Kumsitz legend in the last few years, and then you have Shmuel Brazil and Suki Berry. So you're also going back to the songs of yesteryear. So that's very very interesting.
Right. By the way, Yossi, did you know this song, V'haya Hashem Lamelech Al Kol Haaretz?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, because you know everything when it comes to music, but I did not know that song.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. Nowadays, they have like wedding halls. I'm sure you know that they have package deals with singers and whatnot, So these guys aren't making a lot of money, but the chos and kalas are very intricate, and they know exactly what they want. So these new kids on the block have to learn songs every single night. Avraham Fried, who does a wedding here and there, you're not getting these requests. And from what I remember for you and Motch and a bunch of other people over the years, and ask what's in your car, what you're listening to, it's usually like, I don't really have time to listen to music. I'm either busy with my family, or I'm working on projects, or flying off to do concerts. So, it would make sense that it wouldn't be necessarily right in front of you all the time. But thanks to projects like this. Thanks to projects like this.
I'm learning some new songs.
Yeah.
And by the Shabbos table with my kids, we sing the songs from these projects, relax, and it's just very, very geschmack.
Yeah, I mean, the last album I'm looking, you had Davenin from Yingerlich, which is a very popular song.
Davenin, I sing all the time. Davenin, Shomei Anochi, all the time.
You also had, where was it? Hold on. And Fardir. Fardir is a very popular Shabbos song.
Well, that's Karibon. Sing it all the time. Love it. And Reb Moshe ben Reb Moshe, which became very, very big, and Kikivim Elyonim. I mean, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
So I see here that vocal is produced by Yossi Zweig. Now, I know this because I've worked with you on several other singles for other people, but what is it about Yossi Zweig that Avraham Fried will only record vocals pretty much by Yossi Zweig?
First of all, it's around the corner.
Okay, that's the point.
He's not too far away. Second of all, he's just a wonderful individual to work with. He's just very calm. He's he only speaks up when he feels he has something positive, concrete to offer and suggest. I'm just very comfortable there. I'm just very he knows my approach to recording a song already, and he has a lot of patience. I know it takes a lot of takes to get a good take,
right?
And I like the sound that he gets on the headphones, and he's very comfortable there. So he's the man that I go to.
Now, Avremel, when you were recording your first few albums back in the 80s and 90s, obviously there was no punching in like there is today. You had to redo the take from the start. So it's obviously easier, but I don't think a lot of people really notice this. When we're talking about punching in, we mean that Avremel's doing a vocal and something goes off with the vocal, so they'll stop it, and in the computer they'll go back to the second that they want to punch back into, and Avremel will start singing a few seconds beforehand, and we'll hit record just when he gets to that part. It's still hard, Avremel, because you have to kind of match up the tempo, the loudness, and everything else. It's not like easy, so to speak.
It's very hard, even with today's technology, with all the amazing things that a singer has at his disposal. It's hard because first of all, you have to connect with the song. You come into a studio, and sometimes, you're tired and you're not in the mood, but you have to deliver. It's got to be, it's got to be at the top of your game. So sometimes it takes time to feel the words and get the right emotion and I tell singers, you have to also keep in mind that while you're singing the song, people should know and hear what the look is on your face. Mm-hmm. Very important. If you're singing a happy song, are they seeing you smile during the song? If it's a song of tefillah and longing and begging and praying, and then they have to feel that look on your face that you're in pain, you're feeling sad. So it's a lot goes into recording a song, not just the voice, not just the vocal cords, and that takes time. So with all today's technology, it's still a big challenge. Sometimes you just come into those four walls. There's no crowd to get you excited.
Right.
No one's cheering you on. I just have to dig into the bottom of your heart and just connect with your neshama, and then the melody should connect with what you're saying, and people should feel that you're sincere in what you're singing.
You're saying that you need that energy. I'm thinking back to Bring the House Down. We had the cheering in the background. I don't know, Avremel, did they put the cheering on in the studio to get you to feel like you're singing in front of thousands of people when you recorded that song?
No. We added that later. We added that later. By the way, Yossi, I have an announcement for you.
Sure.
I have an announcement for you. You know Yossi Hecht, right?
Yes.
The famous Yossi Hecht, Asher to the Yotzar.
Mm-hmm.
So we just finished wrapping up a duet that we did together.
Oh, really?
Yep, we're putting out a single, and Yitzi Waldner composition. Beautiful song. We hope to shoot the video in Yitz Hashem in a week or two. So stay tuned for a new duet with yours truly and Yossi Hecht.
I'm very excited about that.
It sounds very beautiful. Yeah.
I'm very excited. By the way, I heard another song that's coming out, hopefully, that towards the end of the summer. You recorded it with Tzvi Silberstein, a Shabbos song.
You heard the Shabbos song?
I heard the Shabbos song.
Where'd you hear it?
Tzvi moved to outside of Lakewood to Jackson about a year and a half ago. So he actually made a bris this week.
Nice.
So it's
nice,
a beautiful,
nice,
very
nice.
Beautiful, very intricate song. Very different than the Anenu song.
Yes, very Geschmack Shabbos song. I think also Yitzi Waldner.
Yeah,
very
also,
Geschmack song.
Yitzi hits them one another. Another thing about the Project Relax that I think is extremely hard. I mean, you just said you're learning these songs a lot of times for the first time. Abba Iti, it says Yiddish. Shurei Leib, it says Yiddish. Vizakeni, it says Yiddish. These are world-renowned songs that you might have heard, but even if you're learning them the first time, you now have to learn a Yiddish version of the song.
Right. So when I heard this Abba Iti, so the singer sang it with a lot of the Hebrew words in it, and I said to myself, "No, I'm going to do this. Enough Israeli stuff. I want to keep it Yiddish." And so I sat down. I wrote some lyrics. I also wrote some lyrics to Ayid. I rewrote the lyrics to Ayid. So those are my lyrics. And I think they came out very nice. I think it was much more geschmack that has a Yiddish feel, Abba Iti, than the Israeli feel.
So why is Avraham Fried saying Yochi gives him a list and he just goes in the studio? Over here, it seems like you're actually actively writing these songs. It's more than just going in the studio and doing your vocals.
Hey, listen, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it how I feel it, you know. 100%. And so Yochi had no qualms about it, and he said it was fine. And like I said, people are reacting. Again, Ivrit is not our it's not our Mama Lashon, you know. Yeah. So it's a little fremd, it's a little strange. So if I have a choice of Yiddish or Ivrit, you can be sure I'm going to choose Yiddish.
Lamaisa, Yiddish is your and Yochi's. You're probably the first language you two learned at home, I'm assuming. Well, you probably had English too at some point. No?
Oh, you could. In my house, I spoke a Polish and Yiddish.
Right, and Yochi also grew up speaking Yiddish in his house. It's your first language, so
right. But today, it's become. Everybody wants to be a Hanan Ben Ari, and everyone is singing in Ivrit.
Correct.
I find it very funny. Okay, I shouldn't talk because I did an Israeli CD myself.
Avremel, how long ago did you put out Ale Katan? And back then we were surprised.
Ale Katan. Okay, so I could say that I have so many Baruch Hashem, so much work in Eretz Yisrael that people will expect me to sing some stuff in Ivrit. Okay, maybe I have a teretz, but my first love is Yiddish, and even the Polish Yiddish. So when I have this chance to do this stuff on Project Relax, the Yiddish stuff, to me, that's heaven.
Okay, that's truly amazing. Avraham Fried with us via telephone, discussing the brand new Project Relax Volume 2, presented by Yochi Briskman, in stores now, available for digital download. And Avremel told us that he's hard at work on his regular album. These concerts in Israel, Avremel, when are we going to get some of these Israeli artists, these Mizrahi artists collab in America? Is that something that can happen, or only the Israeli crowds get to see that?
Well, that already happened. Yishai Ribo already just did a few concerts.
Correct.
Here in the States. Hanan Ben Ari, I hear, is coming. So it's catching on.
I mean, an Avraham Fried, with Boaz Shirabi or something.
Hey, listen, you got to talk to the producers, Got to talk to the producers. I just got a couple of posters from Yuval Stupa, upcoming concerts in Israel. Mm-hmm. One is with Akiva, one is with Aviv Geffen.
I'm looking at the one with Aviv Geffen now. Yeah, it's amazing.
Natan Goshen, and one was with Yishai Lapidot. So all these Israeli artists that Baruch Hashem I've met over the years, and we become friends. They're talented, and they're very, very sweet, gentle people. It's amazing.
Yeah, Akiva definitely is. I mean, he blew people away. I was shocked at how many people knew his songs. So Avremel is with Akiva on August 11th, from what I see here. And August,
you know more than I do, yes.
August 28th, he's with Aviv Geffen, which, of course, the two of you released also a single earlier this year. I see, who are you with here? Yarom Goan.
Huh, look at that. Where is that? When is that? I have no idea.
This looks like a show that was recently.
That was a week ago.
Right.
And by the way, Yaram Gaon was one of my first Israeli singers that I ever was introduced to through Art Raymond on WEVD radio when he would play, music.
Really?
Years ago. Back then. Mm-hmm. And he's 84 years old, Kinahara. And yes, you have to see this guy. He sounds like he's 50. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. He did like an hour and a half before me. And he was just young and fresh and dynamic.
He performed for that long?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And as soon as he started singing a song, he has so many classics. The crowd was with him and singing with him and joining him. It's just, I enjoyed it. It was so amazing. And like I said, he's 84 years old. He's not a young man. And he sounds young and fresh and just amazing.
I know you got to go, but I do have to bring this up. You released a video with Tomer Adadi. I mean,
oh yes,
I love this video, and I've loved this song forever. But the two of you put it down just so wonderfully, and it is so simple. But it's a Hebrew song.
Yeah. So by the way, Tomer Hadadi, who also composed Yerushalayim Shebalev, turned to me with this song. I think 10 years ago. Really? He offered me this song.
No.
Yeah, because I was with him. Yes. I was with him on many.
This song?
Yes. I was with him on many cruises, on the Costa Rica cruises, and we performed together, and we became friends. So he sent me this song, Eined Levadoi, and I listened to it. The low part didn't connect with me. I don't know. I didn't connect with it. So I passed it up, and he gave it to Shlomi Shabbat, who obviously made it into a great hit.
Wow.
So now, all these years later, he said to me, I'm doing a thing called duets with the composer, Duet Imam Alchin.
Yeah.
I want you to do Eined Levadoi. I said, you know what? Let's do it. This is my second chance. And
it's just
the video
beautiful.
Really,
the two
really
of you,
beautiful.
him by a piano. I mean, I'm looking at your YouTube channel. 3 months ago, the song was uploaded, 586,000 views. And I got in touch with him. I found him on Instagram. I said, look, I need the song. I need to play this. I need to play this on the radio. And he's like, sure. He's like, do you want any of the other songs for my project? I said, sure. Send me what you can. But I didn't know. So Avraham Fried almost had this song. Wow.
Yes. That came out very, very beautiful. And it was actually fun doing it. I was in Florida at the time. We did it in Florida. And the videographer, his in-laws have this beautiful home. So they opened up that house to us, and they rearranged all the furniture so we can shoot this video.
Have an open space, so to shoot, so to speak.
Yeah. And it came out really beautiful. Came out really, really nice. Tomer is a very talented fellow.
But he also has chen. I mean, you can be a composer, but when you're on camera, you don't have that chen.
Yes, he's a sweetheart.
He has a lot of likeness, and you could tell he's honest and sincere when he's singing, and the song is a huge song. So, even for a composer to want to do it himself, it's kind of like Yossi Green's doing with the, with his projects where he has the hips and this and that. He's trying to bring the songs back.
Yeah.
By the way, a little birdie told me that there was an RCCS event about 2 weeks ago.
Yes. That was so
in
nice.
Far Rockaway. And I heard
Yes.
Yossi Green wrote a new song for you, and he surprised you with it?
Yes, it was a very nice surprise. Beautiful. I was very touched. RCCS, there's a fellow, Dovi Schweidel, who does this in the backyard of his house for RCCS. I think this year they broke a record. They raised over 250 grand.
Wow.
Just a few people in his backyard.
Amazing.
Which was quite amazing. And this year, he brought in Yossi Green. So Yossi was at the piano, and we went through a lot of Yossi stuff, which is obviously heaven. And in mitten, Yossi says, "Okay, listen up, folks. Special song written for Avremel," and he surprised me.
I heard the Zmiris choir was there. They learned the song. Everything was perfect.
Yes, it was a very, very nice surprise. And it was very touching, how Yossi and I, over the years, what we've contributed to Jewish Hasidic music and to Klal Yisrael. It was very heartwarming.
I hear actually that you're doing a song together with him on his upcoming album. He has also like a duet album coming out in the near future.
Yes, maybe two. Maybe two.
Ooh, wow.
Yes. One I already did. Beautiful song. Another shtickle Gemara called Tanya number 2.
Wow, really?
Yep. Another piece of Gemara.
It really has to be something if you're calling it that.
Yes. It's a very, very special song. Different than Tanya. Different, but it starts with Tanya. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait for that to come out. I keep telling you. Yes, wie Haltman. He's taking his time.
I actually pushed him, and I believe we'll see it before Yom Naram.
I hope so.
Avremel, I'm sure you're going off to some exotic location to perform a show. Wait, are you going anywhere before the 3 weeks? You are, right?
No, Baruch Hashem.
Oh, you're not? Okay,
no,
fine.
Not traveling. No, but there's work. Baruch Hashem locally as well. Baruch Hashem.
Obviously, I saw. Where were you? Oh, you were with. There was a big birthday bash on Thursday.
Yes, Rabbi YY.
From YY Jacobson. You were there, and Benny was there. I saw Eli Schwabel stop by.
Yeah, Mordechai was there, and Benny was there, and Lipe was there. It was quite a birthday party.
Yeah, well, 50 years is something to celebrate, and the accomplishments that he's managed to do with his life and help Yidden and inspire people, it's not a small feat, so to speak.
Amen. And now come the 3 weeks, so let's hope that Yehovchi Ameilu, the Sasinu, the Simcha, we should be able to sing with music, and the Beis Hamikdash, and eat fleish, and that these days should be turned into Simcha already.
Amen.
High over time. Yes, keep up your good work.
Avremel, thank you so much. Have an amazing summer, and be well.
Sei gesund.
Shkoyach.